The fitness industry profits from making weight loss feel complicated, so you keep buying solutions. Hello, I'm Charlie and I'm the co-founder of Potentially Coaching, and over the past 3 years we have had over 500 transformations. If you're looking for help with your weight loss journey, there is a link in the bio below, just click that and fill it out. The one thing that is stopping you from losing body fat, most people would think it's motivation, discipline, or the right diet. The real answer is not being in a consistent calorie deficit. So that means it doesn't matter what approach you take, it's all about your body burning more calories than you consume. So you could eat the Mediterranean diet, you could go keto, you could go carnivore, you could go vegetarian, whatever it is you want to do. You will not lose weight if you're not in a calorie deficit. It also doesn't matter how clean you eat, how hard you train, how much you run, how many steps you do. If you're eating more calories than your body needs, you will always be gaining body fat. So the main reason for weight loss is a calorie deficit. Every successful fat loss story that you've ever seen, it all comes down to a calorie deficit. So let's look at why you're not losing that body fat. One of the main reasons can be you're just underestimating the amount of food that you're eating. That could be you're not tracking your liquid calories, you're not tracking your oils, you're not tracking random bites here and there. Like you go and just take a small bit of cheese out the fridge, or you finish 2 bites of your kid's plate because they didn't finish it. That's still extra calories. That still could knock you out of your deficit. If you do that over a week, it's a lot that you're not accounting for. You've also got watches, cardio machines that give you the caloric burn. It's never 100%. These are always off. One is technology. It's more given a prediction. It can't work it out to an absolute T just from the smartwatch that you're wearing. So some people that think, oh, I've gone and done a workout, I burnt 600 calories. Probably not. I'm sorry. So how do you know if you're actually in a calorie deficit? The simplest trend is just tracking your scale weight over 3 to 4 weeks. If by week 4 of you weighing in, your scales have stayed the same or they've gone up, you're either at maintenance or you're in a calorie surplus. That's a simple way to look at. Yes, your scales will fluctuate day to day. That is totally normal. They'll fluctuate for so many reasons. Your carb intake, your water intake, your salt intake, that's all going to impact how the scales go. But the big thing that you can look at is how your scales go over a month or how they go over 2 months. Look at trends like that. So if at the start of the month you were 70 kg and then at the end of the month you were 69 kg, you've lost weight. If you were 70 kg and finished at 66 kg, you've lost weight. If you're 70 kg and ended up at 74 kg, you know you've gained weight. What you need to look at is how it trends down. If you look at it over the month, also look at factors that can impact that. So if you've gone out for a social event, you've had some alcohol, you've gone out for a carby meal and it's caused the scales to spike up, that doesn't mean you've gained all of that in body fat, so don't panic. Look at how the week's average has gone, and if it's going like this, great, you know you're losing weight. You can also look at your progress photos and measurements as well. They're great ways for tracking weight loss. Progress photos, I think, are one of the best things because you can look at them over from when you first started to 3 months later and you can see the change. You could also do your measurements. The one issue with measurements is if you don't get it in the exact same place as last time, so if it's off by an inch or a centimetre, however you want to describe it, it can have slightly different readings. And then the final way to measure is, I think, clothes. If they're feeling looser, if you've tried on a belt and you've put it on a new buckle, if there was a dress that couldn't zip up and it finally does, you know you've lost body fat. If a calorie deficit's done right and consistently, it's going to override everything else. You don't have to have the most perfect diet. You don't have to take all the supplements. You actually don't have to take a supplement if you didn't want to. You don't have to only drink water. You don't have to take away chocolate. You don't have to not drink alcohol. Everything that you want to do, you can do as long as you stick to a calorie deficit. You're going to lose weight. The big thing that I want you to look at though is consistency. When you are going in a calorie deficit, you want to pick something that you know you can stick to consistently for a few months. Don't come in and try and say, let's say you gave yourself 1,000 calories a day and you've never eaten 1,000 calories a day before. Yes, you're going to lose body fat quick. Yes, the scales will drop quick, but it's not going to be sustainable 3 months down the line, 4 months down the line. Find a deficit that you think doesn't feel like you're in a deficit, that you can maintain, you can stay consistent with that, and you will lose weight over time. It's all about being consistently good, then occasionally great. Everything else like protein, sleep, training, steps, cardio, they will amplify the results that you get, but the foundations, the needle mover, is the calorie deficit. So some simple actions that you can take away from today is, one, I want you to go download a tracking app. Any tracking app that you like, it doesn't matter which one you use. I use MyFitnessPal. Now I want you to go log everything that you eat for the next 7 days without changing anything. This is going to give you the real baseline for how much food that you eat in a day. Because some people don't think they eat that much, and they might not eat that much actual food, but they're eating a double cheeseburger from McDonald's or a croissant from Starbucks that add extra calories and doesn't feel like they're not that filling, but they're so high in calories. But once you've tracked everything and you've got kind of like the baseline, take 300 to 500 calories away from that. So if it comes to 2,500 calories that you've eaten across the week, like that's the average, take 500 off, 2,000. See how it goes. You'll start to lose body fat. If over 2 to 3 weeks you don't, drop the calories by 100. Keep doing that until you start seeing the scales go down or the photos changing. If you like this video, make sure you press subscribe. I'm going to be posting 2 fat loss videos a week to help you with your weight loss journey.